So I'm live now. I've gotten near the place where we were staying, and I just recorded 2 short videos that could not go live, but now this has gone live, so I'm just going to show you the view here. I'm just standing right behind a tree because the sun is very, very bright now. Now the sun is come up, but it's still along the Athabasca River, and here's a beautiful view of where we are. And the sun has now come up over the mountains, and this is the incredibly beautiful Athabasca River. So I'm going to come over here a little ways and just continue this chat, see if anybody has any comments or questions, and I'll try to answer anything that anyone may ask. So I see Rida Zahra Hashmi is watching. Assalamu alaikum. Rida Zahra Hashmi ji, आप कैसी हैं? कितने खूबसूरत है ये जगह. तो अगर आपने पहले नहीं सुना था, मैंने शायद आपने नहीं सुना क्योंकि लाइव नहीं होता, उन वाले 2 चैट जो मैंने शुरू किया जो नहीं कर सका. मैं तो Athabasca रिवर के किनारे पे हूँ, जो वेस्टर्न अल्बर्टा कनाडा जैस्पर नेशनल पार्क में है, और हम एक फैमिली रियूनियन में है. मेरे भाई और दोनों बहन और उनकी फैमिली सब यहाँ हैं, और एक कज़न भी है बॉब कीज़लर नाम का, मेरे चाचेरा भाई. तो हम सब बहुत खुश हैं. गुलाम महबूब कह रहा है वेरी नाइस. हाँ, वेरी वेरी ब्यूटीफुल हियर. दिस इज द I'm going to walk a little bit to the chalets are where we are staying, and wait for any more questions or comments. So here you can see we're coming to the Becker's Chalets, it's called. And this is a very lovely place to have a nice family reunion or a vacation along the beautiful Athabasca River. So I'm just walking over to the place where we're staying. As you can see, I just went on a walk about 2 miles, 3 kilometers up the river here, and then doing some zikr. And when I reached the end of the trail, about 2 miles or 3 kilometers up here, I stopped and performed Fajr and had a very wonderful time feeling there. Sufyan Shah says, God bless you. Thank you very, very much. I am feeling very, very blessed here in this beautiful, beautiful location in the Canadian Rockies. So I'm just going to continue walking along here, see if anybody has any questions or comments. शायद मैं उर्दू में भी थोड़ा सा बात करूँगा, क्योंकि मैं देख रहा हूँ जैसे आमतौर पर ज़्यादातर पाकिस्तानी फेसबुक फ्रेंड्स हैं इस चैट में. तो अच्छा, अब्दुल समद خان یوسف زائی نے کامنٹ کیا ہے. مجھے چشمہ نکالنا ہوگا کیونکہ اردو میں انہوں نے لکھا ہے. بابا جی میں بھی آپ کو بہت اچھا ہی کھاؤں گا. وہاں آپ نے سویٹر پہنا ہوا ہے. ادھر گرمی سے ہمارا برا حال ہے. ادھر گرمی سے ہمارا برا حال. ہاں کہاں سے میں ہوں جب رہتا ہوں وہاں بھی گرمی ہے. وہاں سے نکلے 102 مطلب تقریباً 40 چلے 102 تھا اور فورکاسٹ آئے 105 مطلب 40 سے تھوڑا اوپر 41. تو بہت گرمی وہاں بھی تھی. لیکن یہاں کیونکہ پہاڑی علاقہ ہے اور کافی شمال کی طرف ہے کیلیفورنیا سے اس لیے یہاں بہت اچھا ہے. انم ضیا ہیلو میاں ضیا از ہیئر. السلام علیکم ضیا صاحب. روبینہ سراب خان بھی السلام علیکم کہہ رہی ہے. وعلیکم السلام روبینہ جی. دعا فار می اینڈ مائی فیملی روبینہ سراب خان کہہ رہی ہے. یقیناً یا اللہ روبینہ سراب خان پہ رحم فرما اور اس کی خاندان پوری خاندان پہ. Hadi Rizvi Sahib is watching. Poet laureate. Hadi Rizvi Sahib is a very wonderful person. It's beautiful spiritual poetry and right. I'll share you the video on my page. Pakistan ke Awam. Thank you very much. Sylvia Danley McCree is watching. My classmate from high school. Very happy to see you, Sylvia. We are here in the beautiful Rockies in Alberta, Canada, in Jasper National Park. I'll give you all a view. This is the Athabasca River. That's the noise you may be hearing in the background. Is this, and the sun has just risen over the mountains to the east, so I'm just enjoying a little. Robina Sorab Khan says video is not clear. We're out in the wilderness. There is a little camping place here, resort, so we don't have a real good signal, so I'm not surprised if the video is not clear on a live. Majid Ibrahim Harikoni says, Salam Janab. Walaikum Salam, Majid Sahib. میں شاید یہاں بیٹھوں گا تھوڑی دیر کے لیے. I'll sit down here for a short while and enjoy this chat. Maybe I should get a little farther away from the river. پتہ نہیں اگر آواز زیادہ ہے یا مجھے آپ سمجھ سکتے ہیں. شاید بعد میں اپنے رشتہ داروں سے بھی اگر وہ مانیں گے ایک اور لائیو چیٹ کروں گا. کچھ میرے بھائی بہن یا ان کے بچوں سے بھی بلاؤں گا. So I'm at a wonderful reunion with my older sister Marilee, who lives here in Canada, in Alberta. Arranged this, and her 2 children are here, and 2 grandchildren, and my brother Doug, who's 4 years younger than me, and my sister Jeannie, who's 7 years younger than me. She was born in Lahore. The rest of us were born in Mussoorie. So I'm just coming down a little quieter spot right here beside the river. I'll show you the view from here too. Someone has piled up these rocks here. along the riverbank. And there the sun is now getting hidden by clouds, but it's just rising above the mountains there. All right. Oh, let's see. Okay. Nasreen Akhtar says, Assalamu alaikum. Worried about global warming, especially the recent fire in Alaska. Yes, the world is definitely warming. And some people deny it. Some people say it's the natural cycle of warming and cooling. I don't know. I do know. Not only the Earth, but all the planets in the solar system are warming. This is NASA data. So the entire solar system is warming up, not only Earth. So there certainly may be some cause by human consumption of natural resources, fossil fuels, maybe doing some warming up, but that's not the case on the other planets. So there are other factors beside that. So don't worry too much about global warming. I wouldn't, because God is in control. And I think there's a lot of propaganda exaggerating it. But there certainly are a lot of fires, not only in Alaska, but all over. Last summer we had dozens of huge fires in California. We ourselves were in the midst of a lot of smoke that got into our house also. Just a mile or two from our house was a huge fire, thousands of acres. But we have enough things to worry about that we can control. We may not be able to control the global warming. Even if we did stop using fossil fuels completely, it still might warm up if the entire solar system is warming. So let's worry about establishing love and peace amongst our neighbors, both our individual neighbors and our national neighbors. We should pray for peace and harmony and understanding and love. That's, for me, more important. But certainly, global warming is something we should learn more about, understand why it is happening. Okay, Nasreen Akhtar says, where are we humans heading? It's a wonderful place you are visiting. Where are we heading? We are heading to world peace, inshallah. We are heading to the actual prophecy that we have heard in every scripture for thousands of years. The time will come when there will be world peace. So, in my opinion, of course I may not, but I think those of you that are young now, you may see that day when all the nations of the world come together and abolish war. So, according to the prophecies, not only in the Quran and Hadith, but in all the books of the Bible and even the Hindu and Buddhist scriptures, Native American scriptures, not scriptures, but traditions, and all religious traditions that I've studied, there is some indication that there will be a time when world peace is established. And I personally think that we're now in that time when it is happening. World unity, nations will come together and decide that we should all live together in peace and harmony. There's no value because we're only one tiny little planet here. There are millions and billions of planets where there is inhabited life in our galaxy alone, and there are millions and billions of galaxies. So it's foolish for us to fight amongst ourselves. So we're just coming to that point where we're realizing this, and so hopefully it will not be long until we see world peace established. So that's where we're heading. Of course, there are some traditions, prophecies that there will be a horrible war, and many people, even more than half or 3/4 of humanity, would be killed in that war. But I believe, as I've said many times, that war will be avoided. There may be smaller wars, but that big international Armageddon, as it is called in the Bible, that will not develop into a full-fledged war, as it was prophesied, as it was destined. But the destiny of the world has been changed, and we will see peace on our planet without that horribly destructive war. Of course, there will be a big struggle, no doubt, between the forces of good and forces of evil, but the forces of good will win in this struggle, and we will see peace on earth in the lifetime of some of you younger ones. Let us all pray for that anyway. So I think I'll take your leave now, unless anybody else has some very good questions, because I am going to meet my sisters for breakfast. So I'll show you one more view of the scene here, because actually it's starting to rain also. And but the beautiful Athabasca River. So I'm also losing signal again. But I'll take one last question here, since I see Abdul Samad Yusufzai has written, Baba Ji, मैंने सुना है कि आप पाकिस्तान आ रहे हैं, तो आप कब आएंगे यहाँ? इंशाल्लाह मैं अक्टूबर तक आऊँगा. ये मेरे प्लानिंग है. तो इंशाल्लाह अक्टूबर तक पाकिस्तान में आऊँगा. Ghulam Yassin says, love you sir from KSA. Is KSA Kingdom of Saudi Arabia? Okay, Nasreen Akhtar says, so if the whole universe is warming, then there is nothing for me to worry about. Trying my best to play my part in establishing peace. Thank you very much. Yes, you can play your part, especially by praying, especially by zikr, and being kind to your neighbors and your relatives also, being friendly to everyone, and being humble and forgiving is very, very important, to forgive people and to forgive ourselves also. That's our part that all of us can play in establishing peace. It's not the whole universe that we're made by. I don't know about other nearby stars. They're also passing through some warming, but definitely the planets in our solar system are all warming. So it's better to worry about establishing peace than worrying about global warming, in my opinion. Okay, so thank you all very, very much. And peace be with you. May God protect us all. Allah Hafiz.